Some environmental factors that can influence gene expression include
Stress,
diet,
starvation,
toxins such as pollution, drugs, and alcohol.
and personal fitness and health.
So, Evelyn, do you think that you have a choice in how much you expose your genes to these environmental influences?
Well, Sue, I think it depends on the environmental factor. For example, you can't choose to experience a period of famine, but something like your personal health is easier to control.
Spot on. You can't control if you are food insecure and don't possess the money to buy healthy foods. But if you have the resources to buy healthy foods and choose not to, then you're suscepting your genes to epigenetic changes.
In regards to whether or not we have a moral obligation or accountability concerning our lifestyle decisions for the sake of future offspring with the decisions we make that affect our epigenome, we believe, because based on the research that's already out and that's currently emerging, the decisions we make, the environment that we choose to put ourselves in, can have a big impact on future generations. And for that reason, we need, not only for ourselves, but for those future generations, to put ourselves in a healthy lifestyle and environments that promote health. And we have a moral accountability to do so, more so than ever.
Yeah, and obviously this moral accountability is even larger, specifically in the critical periods for development, in both males and females. This is when changes to your environment will have the most effect on your epigenome. So it's very important that the public is aware of when these critical periods occur, and that these moral obligations are strongest in the critical period.
Future generations could influence our everyday decisions by providing a sense of obligation to make better lifestyle decisions, such as exercise and diet. Although people can also choose to try and limit themselves to less stressful situations in areas of smaller amounts of toxicity. But excuse me. However, obviously, that ability is limited because a lot of that is largely based on circumstance and out of the person's control.
And present-day emission policies for major companies should definitely be concerned about future generations, because research has already proven that the toxins that these companies emit are harmful to not only the human population but also wildlife and fish, which could also impact future generations.
So, if transgenerational effects of epigenetics becomes well established through research, it could have major legal effects. If there is a solid evidence-based that directly connects an event to a disability that you have, it would be more likely that the legal effects would take place with corporations, for events that they caused and toxins that they put into the environment. But on regards, if you could sue your parents, that would probably not be as likely, because that goes back to individual rights and the way you live your life. So it would be more likely to have legal effects for corporations rather than individuals.